Good morning, everyone. I hope you all have done the last assignment very well. It was a little bit large assignment, but very useful for your chapter. These were the basic rules and the introduction of the chapter. And today we are going to start with the new topic, that is rules for test of divisibility. These are the rules used for when we don't need to perform division, that we need to check that the given number is a factor of or the multiple of a given number. So instead of performing the division, we have to use these divisibility rules for the particular number, particular prime numbers or particular numbers, or you may say the composite number and prime number both also. The first rule stands for 2, means how can we find out that the given number is purely divisible by 2 or not. Without performing division, we have to use these rules that they justify that the number is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, these kind of numbers which we have as a whole number. So the first rule is test of divisibility by 2. This rule says a number is divisible by 2 if its ones digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Means if we have even digit at the ones place, then the number will be divisible by 2 and we don't need to perform division process for this. We can see this one digit of that given number and simply we are sure about that number that it is purely divisible by 2. For example, I have taken a number 3408, 3408. We can see that its 8 digit, last digit 8, that is an even digit, so the number is divisible by 2. But if we see the second example, that is 74,215 and its one digit is 5, which is an odd digit. So this is a conclusion that this number is not divisible by 2 because the rule is not suited for this number. Similarly, we have to follow these the other rules for the other numbers, like for 3. So the next rule is the test of divisibility by 3. What is the rule? A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3. Means we have to see the number first, then we have to find out its sum, and the answer which you are getting as a sum, if it is a multiple of 3, then the given number is also divisible by 3, and this thing we can perform very easily with the help of rules only, and we don't need to perform any division process for this. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum, so we have taken an example that is 2565. If we will find the sum of these digits, that is 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5, and we are getting the answer as 18. And we know that 18 is coming in a table of 3, and which is obviously a multiple of 3, so that this number 2565 is purely divisible by 3 and we have not performed division for this. So these are the basic rule by which if you see that number and you will add up the digits, the sum is divisible by 3, you will be sure that the given number, whether it is a very large number, a very small number, you will be sure that it is divisible by 3. We don't need to perform any division process. Next, we are moving towards for the second example for this divisibility rule of 3. We have taken 3064, means 3064 is a number and we have to justify that is it divisible by 3 or not. So we are finding the sum of the digits, that is 3 plus 0 plus 6 plus 4, that is 13. And 13 is not a multiple of 3. If it is coming 12, then it is purely divisible, but since it is 13 and it is not a multiple of 3, so it concludes that 3064 is not divisible by 3. Sorry, I have written 3064. It will be 3. It is not divisible by 3. So this was the rule for divisibility test for 2, and this is the divisibility test for 3. I hope you have studied the divisibility test for 2, I think in the class 5, but we are moving towards for the other numbers like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have so many numbers and we have several rules. So we have in total we have 10 rules, and out of those 10 rules we are studying 5 rules today, and I will post a new video for the other 5 rules on the next turn. So please read it and understand it very carefully. This was for 2 and this was for 3. Next we are moving towards for the divisibility rule for 4. The divisibility test for 4 is: a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last 2 digits is divisible by 4. Means whatever kind of number you are having, a small or large, we have to see its ones digit and the tens digit. If this combination of tens and ones is purely divisible by 4, which is very easy to find out, so that the given number is also divisible by 4. So I am reading it again. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last 2 digits is divisible by 4. I have taken an example, 37,964. In this, we found that 64 is a number formed by its last 2 digits, and 64 is purely divisible by 4. 64, you know that 16 fours are 64, that is purely divisible by 4. So without performing division, we found that this number 37,964 is purely divisible by 4. While doing the question, you have to just write the rule and show that how is it possible. So I'm moving towards the next rule, that is test the divisibility by 5. Then this test divisibility rule is very easy. You just see the number and you are able to find out that is it divisible or not. You have to just find out its ones digit. Either it should be 0 or it should be 5. Here you can find only 0 or 5, then it is a multiple of 5, or you may say 5 is a factor of the given number, or this number is divisible by 5 purely without performing the division. We can just see the ones digit and it should be 0 or 5. So I am reading the rule: a number that ends in either 0 or 5 is divisible by 5. So we have an example, and you can find so many examples, and if you read the table of 5, you will always get the numbers which are ended with 0 and 5 always. You are not able to find any other digit like 2, 3 and 4. You will always find the end digit that is 5 or 0. So for example, we have taken a number that is 10,395. As we can see, the ones digit is 5. So here it ends with 5, so it is purely divisible by 5. So this was the test for 4. The ends 2 digits should be divisible by 4. So the given number is divisible by 4. And here we are finding for 5, and the last digit should be 5 or 0. So the number is divisible by 5. We can take any other number also, like we have 400, we have 6,000, and you can see that the ones digit is always 0, so these numbers are purely divisible by 5. Next, the last rule for today's assignment, and I have given very few questions. You have to just write the reason and simplify it very easily. You don't need to solve and show any division process. You have to just write the reason why is it divisible by the given particular number. The last rule is test a divisibility by 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. See, we are finding one reason for this. Now if any number is divisible by 2 also and 3 also, when it is a common multiple of 2 and 3, then it will definitely divisible by 6. So So we take some example and we have to justify the rule for 2 also and 3 also, then it will be purely divisible by 6. So this is the little bit typical and little bit lengthy divisibility test, but the other tests which I have told you just now, they all are very easy. For example, I have taken a number 10,932. So here we see, first we have to check that this number is divisible by 2 or not. As I have taught you that for 2, the last digit means the one digit should be an even digit. As we found 2 is over here, so it is purely divisible by 2. Next we have to check for 3. We have to do the sum of the digits, that is 1 plus 0 plus 9 plus 3 plus 2. That is 15. Since the sum is 15 and 15 is obviously a multiple of 3, so we can say that it is divisible by 2 and as well as 3 also. So we can see that this number is purely divisible by 6 also. So these were the rules which you have to keep in your mind while doing the exercise, like 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 first we have studied today, and we have to move for 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 for the next turn. And the question which I have given, these are the very easy. You have to just write the reason why is it divisible or not. You have to just write that. And if you have any query, please leave your comment between 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. through the comments on the portal. Thank you.